All right, Embrace Movement, how's it going? We're here today doing some nutrition tips for you. So, are all yogurts made the same? All right, maybe you've gone to the grocery store and you're looking and you've got tons of options. Which one of these do you choose? And we want to help you. So, things you're looking for, always, you're looking for the four basic macronutrients: the calorie count, how many grams of fat there are in a meal, how many grams of carbohydrates, and how many of protein. And you always want to look in terms of the carbohydrates. What are those carbohydrates made out of? So here we have something we grew up having, the yo plates. These, when I was younger, they tasted great. They were so good. But in general, these are all around 100 to 150, we'll say, total calories. So that's sort of what you're looking at in terms of the range of yogurt. But when we look at this one, the first thing that stands out is the carbohydrate grams. There's 27 grams of carbohydrates, and that's from 19 grams of sugar. And you go, wow, well, there's also 13 grams of added sugar. So how, where are they getting this sugar from? And you can see in the second ingredient, it's sugar. So it's processed sugar, and really, this is probably the worst option that we have for that's out there. So we learn as we live, and we start to see maybe some nicer options. We have over here Noosa, a very popular option, and this other French yogurt that comes in glass, so it looks really nice. But for both of these are both around 15 grams of sugar and 21 grams of sugar. This is a lemon flavor, this is a peach flavor. So you have to be really careful getting a fruit flavored yogurt, because you can see right now that some of these options that are out there are loaded with high sugar content, and we're getting them from in some cases processed sugar. In these two cases, they're actually made out of cane sugar, and while that is more of a natural sugar, it still impacts your blood sugar levels the same way. So when you eat it, the sugar digests just as fast as the processed or the cane. And that's not ideal. That's not ideal for many people, and that's one of the biggest problems, at least in America, having too much sugar, too many carbs. And so we have some other options as we go down this way in terms of getting less and less sugary, even though they're are fruit flavored. This one has 9 grams of added sugar, 14 total, and this one's not too bad. So this is around 10 grams of carbohydrates and only 5 grams of sugar. So as we get towards these three options, we have Siggi's, a very, very popular option, really well known. The Icelandic yogurts and Siggi's are very well known for a high protein content, which is great. This one has 15 grams of protein, this one has 12, and some of these, the Oikos has 15 grams of protein as well, but some of these are around 5, so much less protein. And these have a little bit less sugar, so these only have around 10 grams of carbs and around 5 grams of sugar. So that's Icelandic, that's Siggi's, that's Oikos. So these aren't bad options. I do recommend these for people not wanting to make a super drastic change in their diet and to gradually maybe weed off some of these high processed or high sugar yogurts. And so these aren't too bad. But Andrea and I love to have is actually the Faye. So this one's only 90 calories and 0 grams of fat. We get the 0% fat option, only 5 carbs. So half of this, 5 times less than your yo plate and some of these other options that you may find, and 18 grams of protein. So this is a great option. We love it for someone for a female around Andrea's size. A serving size is around 3/4 of a cup that I would recommend. That's 170 grams. And for myself, I would do a cup, 227 grams. It all depends on who's eating it, or their metabolism. But for the average female, about 3/4 of a cup is a pretty good option. And so let's go through now what a meal would look like with us making this. And so we have today, we have berries. The reason why we recommend adding in the berries to plain yogurt is because the berries have the fiber of the fruit, so they don't spike the sugar level right away, as opposed to something that's already kind of processed and you take it and it's already impacting your blood sugar levels pretty quickly. When you have fiber and the berries, the blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, they all have a good amount of fiber, so they're just processed a little bit slower, and that's great for your blood sugar levels. So that's what we would definitely recommend in terms of adding some sweetness into this. We also have chia seeds that we like to throw in. I'll do a tablespoon of chia seeds usually for some good fats and high fiber as well. And then also cinnamon, top it off with some cinnamon, which is great. And we just do a teaspoon of cinnamon as well. And that's kind of what we like as a whole meal. And many times also we add almonds. So we add almonds, walnuts, and pecans potentially, unsalted. So those are kind of the nuts we stick around. We do stay away from some of the more higher carb nuts, which there is a wide range, and we'll do another video of that in terms of, are all nuts, made the same. But those are in general, almonds are definitely our number one, and walnuts and pecans probably 2 and 3 in terms of what we go with. And so one serving size of that is 1 ounce, and 1 ounce is 28 grams. Definitely measure it out. Definitely get yourself a scale and weigh it, because you want to know how much that you are having the serving size. One of the biggest problems that we have in our diets is not knowing what a serving size is. So don't just plop it on there, weigh it, make sure you're getting either your cup out or your weight, but we definitely recommend weighing over measuring. It's just a little more accurate over time. And it really helps you get a good idea of what it looks like. So I can come down, be on vacation, and I can say, I know what 28 grams of almonds are. I know that's actually, now I've counted now, 23 or 24 almonds. And it really helps you, but you have to start that with a scale and just kind of understanding what that looks like. So we hope that helps you today for a meal. And we hope that you can have now a better understanding when you're selecting some yogurts, what is some of your best options. Have a great day.